with snakes in bottles, strange food, and people on motorbikes. Meet Aunt Do and his family. They all squished into this tiny 3-bedroom house. Aunt is a happy child who is just pleased to have fun playing with his brother Colin. Aunt's father and uncle fought in the Vietnam War alongside many Australian soldiers. They watched as their friends and family members perished in the war. Aunt and his family were in danger. They needed to leave.
So with that, Aunt's family and friends packed up what little they had and bought an old slinky fishing boat. Where were they going? What would they do? With everyone finally crammed onto the boat, Aunt and his family and friends set off on their perilous journey in search of a new home, somewhere they could escape persecution and threat of imprisonment.
First, the sun beat down on his face. It was exhausting. Then the heat gave way to ominous clouds. As the heat dissipated, an angry storm arrived.
Giant waves and waves crashed down to the boat. It was frightening. Aunt and his family were really scared. His mother reassured him and kept him safe. Despite the fighting and the horrible conditions, Aunt and his family safely made it through the treacherous storm and continued on their journey of hope, finding their new home. Despite losing a lot of their food supplies in the storm, Aunt and his family refused to give up. Unexpectedly, another boat was slowly edging closer and closer to them. A sense of relief flooded over Aunt and his family.
But as the boat floated closer and closer, their faces quickly turned from joy to fear. This was no ordinary fishing vessel approaching them. It was pirates. Aunt and his family huddled together. Yet again, the pirates boarded their old fishing vessel.
Anna and his family were incredibly frightened as the pirates stripped them of what little possessions they had left. One of the pirates even took the old rusty motor from their boat. It was helpless.
Once the pirates had left them floating in the ocean with no way to continue moving. Aunt's mom would comfort them and reminded them not to give up hope even when things seemed to be at their worst. For 2 days, Aunt's family floated at sea. Without a scarab of food left on the boat and one small bottle of water to share between everyone, it certainly did seem unlikely that they would not survive for long under the intense sunlight.
It appeared as though Aunt's fortunes were about to turn for the better. Another ship was approaching them. This time it was a German ship vessel. They were saved. Aunt and his family rejoiced.
How did they find me? How did they know this misconception of fate? I'm about to let go. Awaken a new light. I'm alone.
After being rescued by German sailors, Aunt and his family eventually settled in Sydney, Australia. They were finally safe from the horrors of the ocean. However, Aunt and his family still had many challenges ahead of them. They were very poor and spoke very little English, but they had each other.
Fortunately, some people from the charity helped Aunt and his family out with clothes, food, and a place to live. Even though the old clothes were for a boy and a young girl, Aunt's mother didn't want to seem ungrateful for the gift, so she made Cole wear the girl's clothes. That made Aunt laugh.
Well, I'm so above you, and it's fine to see.
At first, everything seemed strange to Aunt. The food, the language, and the culture. He didn't understand the law and struggled in school. Aunt felt isolated and scared, but his mother and father cared for him again. and explained to him if he could survive pirates and storms, then he could get through anything.
Eventually, Owen got used to his new home and new school. He worked hard and gradually began to learn more and more. His English improved and he started to make lots of friends. One day, a new student arrived at Arn's school. He looked lost and out of place. Arn knew this feeling all too well. Arn quickly ran over to the new student and invited him to join their game of handball. The boys developed a great friendship.
But there was something missing. His parents had sacrificed so much for him and his brother. They were all living in this amazing country thanks to them. Aunt just wanted to make them proud of his achievements.
It was reaching the end of the school year and award day was coming up. Arn wasn't sure if he had won an award, but he invited his mum and dad to attend the presentation of the awards.
As Arden sat nervously with his classmates, he hoped that he would win an award. He had worked really hard throughout the year. Maybe, just maybe, he would have good fortune.
Unfortunately, Arn didn't win any awards. He was so embarrassed and ashamed. His parents were incredibly busy people and he had wasted their precious time. Arn sat quietly, hanging his head. Then the principal began to announce the class captains for the next year. The class captain for 5B is Anh Do.
Arn's parents were ecstatic. They cheered and cried with joy that their son had been honoured with such an important responsibility. Arn was smiling broadly. He had made his parents proud. The poor little refugee who had fled Vietnam with nothing, survived storms and pirates, moved to a new country, now had something. He had found his home, a place where he belonged, and he couldn't have been happier. I'm